And Ivy, and you're listening to Black, Broke and Brilliant.
Coming up on today's episode, we'll be discussing some trending pop culture. So let's get straight into it.
So before we get into it, how are you, Sammy? How is life?
I'm good. You know what? Last couple of weeks have been a bit stressful, but like now that I'm over that herd, there's just that big feeling of relief, you know, like when you feel like I've just got through all of that and I feel really good and like really happy I did certain things. But yeah, it was just like very busy at work, shooting different productions and then like doing things on my weekends as well. So it was very, very busy leading up with all like the prep and stuff. But literally after doing it, I was like, oh my gosh, I really did that.
Yeah, you've been killing it. You've been girl bossing, very close to the sun.
Thank you, honestly. But like in the moment when you're doing it all and juggling so many plates, it feels super overwhelming. But like the moment it's done or like like when I was in the moment actually getting through things, it's like, fam, I have got this.
Yeah,
like, I have
you do.
everything under control. And yeah, the relief I felt afterwards was just like so nice. So yeah, I'm feeling on cloud 9 right now.
Killing it.
Ready to do some more things, you know.
Love that. I can relate. Yeah.
Thank you. How about you?
Relate.
How are you?
Do you know what? I'm just so glad January is over. Because that month,
made it.
It was like a 6-week month. It just kept, so it was still January. Still another Monday. Still January.
Do you know what? It was so long. I genuinely forgot about payday. And then when it was there in my account, I saw like the extra digits and I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's the end of January then.
See, we had the opposite because we got paid early in January. So the rest of the month just dragged. When I tell you that money was gone, it came and it went and it was still January. So I said, okay, this is how we start the year. But it's over. We're in February, new vibes.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
How are we
good.
feeling about like your first month of 2023?
Do you know what? I feel like we did the things we set out to do.
Correct.
We had goals. I feel
Yeah.
like we achieved them. We were consistent. We committed.
100%.
I feel good. And then, you know, you have your main hustles and your side hustles that you're working on. We've been working on the side hustles as well. So I can't really complain.
Babies.
Exactly. Because I feel like normally like 2 weeks into the year, I start slipping.
Yeah.
But there's been no slipping and sliding. It's been consistency.
And here we are
Look
in
at
February.
us, you know, honestly, I'm so happy.
Continuing as we mean to go on.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic.
Yes. But back to the pop culture world. A lot has been happening.
Tell us what's
First
been happening.
and foremost, Miss 24 Hours in a Day, Molly-Maes has given birth to a baby girl.
Oh, is it a girl?
Yes, a baby girl.
I didn't even know.
It's a baby girl.
I was unsure, but yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, and the baby is healthy and everything, which is the main thing.
Yeah.
But it was, sorry, go on.
No, it was actually like really funny seeing people reshare like them in Love Island with like the baby.
Yeah, with the fake baby.
With the fake baby and
yeah.
then pictures of like them with their real baby. I was like,
Tommy,
throw the baby, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now actually being
a
a
real
real
baby.
Real baby.
Oh, honestly, I
Yeah.
love that for them. I really do love that. It was just the way that the news came out for me. Do you know about the whole boxing drama?
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah, we just have to take it back a few steps because Jake Paul, so Tommy Fury, brother of Tyson Fury, and Jake Paul, brother of Logan Paul, all in the boxing world. So those two have been set to fight for a very long time. And it just hasn't happened. So Tommy Fury and Jake Paul have been trying to fight each other, but for whatever reason, it hasn't happened, right?
Yeah.
Now they have a new date set for the end of this month. And Jake Paul took it upon himself to post on social media, Tommy has no excuses now, baby's born. They hadn't announced the birth of the baby yet.
I saw that.
We didn't know. Molly hadn't even opened, even with her 24 hours, she hadn't used a single minute to say, listen, my baby's arrived. But Jake Paul took it upon himself to say, guys, baby's born, no excuses now.
I did see that. And people
said,
were like,
Jake.
not Jake Paul announcing the fact they've had their baby before they are.
It's so bad.
And literally in order to berate the man into a fight, like so tasteless,
It is.
tasteless. But I don't even understand this man. Like he was on YouTube, he was doing silly videos. Like I personally think he should have been cancelled after he was doing YouTube videos like in this place called like Suicide Forest.
Yeah, in Japan.
It's just
So
like,
bad.
No, so
That's the thing, because he was
disrespectful and
cancelled for a
tasteless.
bit, but then people forgave him and started...
And it's like, oh, I'm just going to regenerate myself and be a boxer now and try fighting Floyd Mayweather and calling all these people out. Like, again, have your side hustles and your side passions, but this man now thinking that he suddenly owns like the sport boxing and thinking he can take on like actual athletes.
So bad.
But also like he's just had a baby. Like let the man enjoy fatherhood and like this moment without you spoiling it in order to berate him into a fight. Like,
yeah, and I hate it because I guess in boxing there's obviously rivalry and tension, but to make it that personal, like that's probably the biggest moment you can ever have in your life, to give birth to a child.
Yeah.
And to ruin that moment, like I think the baby had been born for about a week and they hadn't said anything because they obviously wanted to just cherish that time.
Yeah.
But for him to drop the news, that is just so salty. Like, I don't know. That's really just a horrible thing to do.
It's one thing. It's already bad enough if he was to have done that after the child was born, because it's still like, fam, I've just had a kid. Like, I'm not thinking about you or fighting you. But the fact that the words came from his mouth, like, the rest of us, the rest of the world, we were believing that that child was still in the womb.
Yeah, bun's still in the oven.
Bun
still
is
cooking.
very much cooking. And lo and behold, you have Jake Paul being like, "Nah, baby's here now.
Yeah, it's arrived.
Time to fight.
It's arrived.
No excuse." Sorry,
like, I just didn't
no
see
excuse.
that coming.
Do you know what it takes to raise a child?
Yeah, and the way everyone every day was like, "Oh, maybe the baby will be born today. Is it going to happen today?" And it was Jake, of all the people, that informed us.
They had the whole suspense. You don't know how they were going to reveal, and he just ruined the whole thing.
Yeah, and it was only then that Molly-Maes then posted being like, "The baby's arrived," but it was just so sad.
Who knows what she had planned?
Who knows?
She had a whole YouTube
series,
screening.
Documentary,
Here's how the
live
birth went.
viewing.
Yeah, she would have had all of it.
Yeah, honestly,
a nice
TED Talk, table
24-hour
talk.
stream leading up to it.
And it was so sad because even on the post that Molly-Maes put on Instagram, Jake commented, "Just in time to watch your dad get knocked out." I said, "This man,
have a break.
You have no
have
tact.
A day off.
You have no. Why are you bringing
Have
a
a
newborn,
Kit Kat.
a baby,
Relax.
into the conversation? What does the baby have to do with yours and Tommy's fight?"
I'm so sorry. It's so tasteless. And I know it's a thing in boxing, but most of the time it's purely just for like the PR that people like say things or act in a certain type of way, and then like literally like once the screens and the cameras are off or the fight is done, they're all cool, buddy. But like, why are you using this moment? Like, why are you ruining this really precious moment for him?
Yeah.
Like, it's so childish and immature. Just like, relax. If the man's agreed to fight you, I'm sure he will fight you.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Exactly. And if anything, if you absolutely have to take it there, drag Tommy. Don't bring Molly and the baby into this. What have they done?
That hasn't even been here a couple hours.
Yeah.
Less than a week.
Yeah.
That poor
and you're
child.
dragging just in time to watch your dad get knocked out. It's not even funny. It's actually just distasteful.
Tasteless.
And rude.
Tasteless.
Yeah.
But so congratulations to Molly-Maes and her baby.
Congratulations. Also, let's talk about the
Molly-Maes.
Molly-Maes.
All 24 hours
Molly-Maes.
she had in a day
Molly-Maes.
to think of a name for the child. Tell me why she went with Bambi.
Yeah, Bambi. It's kind of, it's cute for like a pet.
Bambi as in the Disney animation. Is it a deer?
Yeah. The deer
whose mother dies.
Gets shot. The same deer that can't skate, can't really figure things out. That Bambi.
That's what you want to name your child.
Bambi. And she said in a YouTube video that she'd had this name planned for like years, and she was saying that like even if Tommy wasn't about that life, the baby was still gonna have that name. That is how attached she was to that name.
So like when she was 10.
Bambi. What?
That's like something you say when you're a kid, and it's like, my favourite movie growing up was Ariel, so I want to name my child. And it's like, it's cute when you're 10.
Yeah.
Not when you're a grown adult with a human child.
Human being.
Like, Bambi.
Human.
I don't even think I'd name a pet dog that, I'll be honest. Maybe a teddy bear? That was a deer?
Yeah.
Not a child.
Not a child. And when that kid grows up, hi Bambi, can you... Nah, bro.
It doesn't roll off the tongue, I'll be honest. Bambi Fury. I'm so sorry.
The only thing I can say, because that child is obviously going to be a millionaire and is going to be rich, that kid will kind of be untouchable. And all of the celebs have crazy names. Apple. What's that?
I was going to say that one too. Like, you want your child to be bullied. I'm so, like, kids do not give a eck about who their famous parents are. They don't care. Kids are mean. Kids will bully. Your name, Apple,
Bambi.
they'll be like, oh, is your brother named Banana? Like, kids are horrible. Bambi Fury. Literally, I saw a tweet and someone was like, it sounds like a follow-up to the movie where like Bambi gets revenge on the people that
Bambi Fury. I'm dead.
Bambi takes revenge.
Like Bambi's origin story, you know. Oh no.
Molly.
I mean, hey.
Like, again, it's not my child, so like, who am I to speak? But, you know, if it was like a cute nickname that you call them in the house, or you personally, or
but
even
that to be their full name. The government name is Bambi.
The government name on passport and everything, and driver's license, and
Bambi Fury.
Starbucks cups, and
you're right, because the first name and the surname,
birthdays.
they're not, the vibes are not vibes name. Bambi Fury.
You
Bambi
have
Fury.
to say it all at once.
Bambi, what's the middle name going to be? That's, you know what, that's conversation for another day, but I'm just, the flow, it's not flowing for me.
No.
It's not flowing. But again, I'm glad the child has arrived safe and sound. That's the most important thing.
It is.
Whoo, ciao. On to the next topic.
Yes, which I'm so excited about. So on the 1st, this eve, Beyonce dropped a picture on Instagram looking hella amazing with the caption that read, Renaissance World Tour 2023. We knew it was coming, but for her to have it on her, it's happening.
No, because the girls were speculating for time. They were like, it's going to be the 1st of Feb, because that's the start of Black History Month in America. Beyonce's going to do something. She's going to announce something. Something's going to happen on the day. And something did happen on the day.
People really be reading and analysing, because I even forget that in the US, Black History Month is February, and my man, October is the only one I know. But yeah, to even think that would be like relevant, but lo and behold, she gave us some kind of hints.
No, I even saw people being like, I can't sleep the night before because what if she drops tickets on the 1st?
Yeah, pre-sales as well.
Yeah.
Because so many tickets tend to go in like pre-sale before the even actuals.
Yeah. And why risk sleep over ticket? You can't.
There are 24 hours in a day.
Come on now.
Sleep during the other ones.
There we go.
Have to be awake and ready for when these tickets drop.
At all times. Absolutely.
But no, we said it was coming from the moment she released the album, and we were like, ooh, it's dance, it's house, it's very upbeat. Things you want to be doing in a gig.
Exactly.
You won't break my soul. Baby.
You won't break my soul.
I really hope though, like with the prices, that Beyonce remembers us common people. Us hard-working people who she told to quit jobs. Therefore, lower the prices. Think of
please,
me.
because we're in a cost of living crisis. The cost of living is in crisis. Me too, I'm in crisis. But I need to go and see my good sis Beyonce. So really, you have to help us out. Help me help you.
And you know, with it being a world tour, like you're going to so many countries and so many dates and so many people to see you. Like we don't need to be up there in the hundreds.
No, we don't. Also, I'm so sorry. It's just come back to me at this very moment.
Go on.
Was Beyonce not just in Dubai doing a private concert and being paid 24 million pounds she was paid to do 24 million to go up in octave. 24 million pounds. This world tour should be free. It should be. You just earned 24 million pounds.
This should be a donation.
What money do you need?
None.
In fact, you should pay us. You should pay us. You should pay us to go and see it, because what you have 24 million for one job. 1 day's work, 1 evening of employment, and you have 24 million pounds.
I didn't know what that was, but I just saw it everywhere on the internet, like, Beyonce's in Dubai. And I was like, oh, wow, like, what's Beyonce doing in Dubai? Is she doing is it the start of the tour?
It's a private concert.
And then also, like, the people, the celebs, it was just the odd person. And I was like, fam, what's happening in Dubai?
Yeah.
That all of these people have just been consolidated to this one space. Is it like a Three Masons thing? Like, what's happening? It wasn't any kind of award show. I was like, what's this?
It was. I think it was meant to be kept very hush hush, just for the elite.
Very hush-hush.
But I'm seeing it from every angle.
And I was like, I want to know what this is.
Yeah, I'm like, there's gonna be some lawsuits because I should not be seeing this.
So I saw a tweet, and this person was like invited to said secret event, but she thought it was a joke, so she didn't respond. No. And then she saw Beyonce there and everything after the event, and she was like, "Fam,
why would you play games when Beyonce is in the conversation?"
It was a hoax. And I get it, because what business?
She missed out on Beyonce, and she was invited.
However, if I was in the business and I know things like that are about, then yeah. But if it was just a random common person and they received this message in their email inbox, you would think it was a joke.
Yeah, but I would research
to know what you missed out on afterwards. Like,
no, that's painful. How do you come back from that?
I don't know.
How do you come back?
I don't know, but
24 million pounds.
24 million for one evening. Yeah, that oil money be hitting. She better make.
I stand by that. Pay us to come and see you.
She should do what J. Cole does, and with like $1 in the Dream Tour, where he just pops up in random places, and like tickets are $1 or €1 or £1.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
He needs to speak to Beyonce.
I tried to go one time.
Didn't work. Well,
didn't.
No,
But
she does.
My cousin went and it's literally like, it was literally like £1 entry.
Why is she not
And it
doing
just
that?
pops up at secret locations. So yeah, Beyonce, I would love that. Do you know what? I'd pay £50. I'd pay. You don't need to be any higher than like 100. I'll be honest.
No, you don't. What's
You
the
don't.
reason? What's the when you have 24 million for one job? What's the reason?
On a world tour. World tour.
And they're all obviously going to sell out.
You're touching bare continents. Yeah, you're good.
You're fine.
You're good.
Jay-Z is also your husband, who is also racking up. So
Billionaires, you're actually good.
yeah, and again, cost of living is in crisis.
Yeah.
We are in crisis, but we too want to enjoy our lives.
We
so
don't need to prove any points by saying or finding out who's the richest billionaire. Because we're all billionaires.
Oh,
Like,
exactly.
no one's
One and the
counting
same.
anymore.
Yeah.
You still have your billions, so just make the tickets affordable.
There we
please.
go. Cheeky, £20.
Miss
20 quid.
Beyonce Knowles Carter, and we'll all be good.
We'll
all
be good.
happy.
Even round up to 30. 30 is a great number.
Let us know as well when pre-sale tickets are happening, so we can get ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
It's really giving book a day off work just to get the tickets because listen.
When I tell you, I've looked up and like this is conveniently the London dates are conveniently on like one
Are
of
the
the
dates
main
out?
bank holiday.
The dates are
Yes,
released.
hun,
What are the
let me
dates?
tell
Fill me
you.
in. Give me the tea.
Relax, breathe. Take a breath. Take a breath. Mixed sources have been given different dates. Like one place said Wembley, but no, it's definitely May the 29th, 30th and 2nd of June for London at the Tottenham Stadium.
I can make that work.
Which is massive.
I can
And then
do that.
Wizkid is also performing at the Tottenham Stadium for 100% sell out.
I can do that. May. Okay.
Yeah, but it's one of the bank holiday. I think it's the 29th, which is like
Fantastic.
the bank holiday. I was like, fantastic. Don't even have
see?
to book a day off work.
We
Just get it off
love
anyways.
that.
So that's the day I will be going. If all goes well with Miss Beyonce Knowles Carter.
It has to. We can't even speak any negativity on this one. We have to.
No.
We will be there.
No,
We will be there. Yep.
We
Let's
will be
touch the
there.
wood because we will be
Can
attending.
we
Standing.
agree now that like just when they come out, we're just booking two? Like
Yes. However, if we
Regardless of
no. But
price.
however, if we miss the initial sale and then we go and look into resale and resale's doing up £500, then I'm not so sure. But the original sale, if I can get those original tickets, I'm there.
listen, speaking of resellers, I hate resellers.
Tell me why.
I hate resellers. Reseller culture. Anyone who is a reseller, detestable people of society. Because tell me why I can't get the things I want to buy and I want to wear. Because you're just buying up everything.
Everything.
In the hope that, let me charge 2, 3, 4 times. You're just hoarding things in your house so you can charge people 3, 4 times the retail price.
Greedy.
And it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Like, I remember, this must have been either a year or two ago, and I really wanted these, like, orange Nike Dunk lows, and I saw them on the office website. My brother worked at the office. I was like, cool, they put the date where they're releasing them. When they are, I'm going to go. I'm going to buy it in my size. Be happy. Go to the shop. It's not there in my size. Check online. It's not there in my size. Speak to my brother who speaks to his friends and speak to other people that work in office.
Yeah.
It's no longer
It's not
available.
great.
How is that possible? Even go on the Nike website and Nike don't even have it anymore. And I'm like, excuse me?
Nike themselves.
Excuse me? I don't know how or why this happens, but they decide there's a shoe that becomes the it shoe of the generation or that year, and that year it happened to be the Nike Dunks. Every other year it's Jordans. Literally after Michael Jordan released The Last Dance, you could not buy Jordans anywhere.
No.
Anywhere. And even if you Googled it, what would come up? StockX. Oh, original retail price, probably like 120 on StockX, 400-500.
Yeah. And who is going to take out £500 on a pair of shoes? Who's
For
gonna,
shoes.
one pair of shoes?
For shoes.
When that could be a holiday.
J's on my feet.
What? Nah, could
With
never be me.
What money? Could
never be me.
It's so ridiculous. And then, so with the shoes, like, I just couldn't understand how shoes that had just been released were already sold out everywhere. And then, my brother, who obviously worked in the shoe store, he was like, these resellers, I literally know them by face now. The moment a
Name
shoe
and shame them
drops-
all because this is unacceptable.
He literally, because with their website, like, when they get exclusive shoes in, they might put the release date or they'll just say coming soon. So then you'll get, like, the same resellers that literally turn up to the store every day being like, new stock, You stop. Literally, like, bang on when it opens.
It should
so
be a
you can get in
crime.
there, buy up as many as possible at the retail price, which is probably between like £60 to £100 for one pair of trainer,
That's
and
so
then you'll
bad.
see it online for
That's
like
so bad.
£200-300.
It should be a crime. Like, in my mind, that is some kind of fraud. It's some kind of fraudulent activity because you have no intention to be wearing all of these shoes.
You don't.
So release them.
Release it so I, who want the shoes and will wear the shoes, can have the shoes and wear the shoes.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because I just know that there are these youths with like hundreds of boxes in their house just waiting, being like, oh yeah, I can make this much profit on this and this. But the thing is, they're just hoarding things so long that what profit are you really making?
Yeah.
Because unless you have like some kind of clientele, like people who specifically come to you for certain shoes, like, and obviously like famous celebrities and footballers might have like that one person who is their sneaker person who they'll go to, and obviously they can afford to pay the reseller price because they're millionaires.
Yeah. But not us common people.
All the rest of you triers, wannabe hustlers, just have bare shoes and sneakers sitting in your yard that no one is going to buy at your ridiculous price.
But it must be working because they keep doing it. They keep doing it and it's so annoying. I had the same thing. I wanted to buy some green dunks. Where can I buy them? For under £300. Where? I said, it's fine. I'll stick with my Converses. It's fine.
It's actually mad because when you see it first come out, like in the shops, the JD Sports, the Nikes, the Offices, they're literally like £60-70 retail price. And then we'll go into one of those edgy hipster sneaker stores where they wrap it up in cling film, which in itself is, and you'll flip it to the bottom. £350. Yeah, let me just put that one right back. Let me just put it right. I will watch in my eyes.
But trainer prices to begin with are already too expensive. To start 180 to begin with. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
If it was worth $350, Nike and Michael Jordan himself would sell it at that price. So why do you want to be trier? And you're not going to wear the shoes. You're not going to. I want to wear the shoes. I have outfits to match the shoes. But I can't access the shoes because you've already bought them up.
It's criminal.
It's actually criminal. And like, because certain stores got like recognize their faces, they would then like pay other people on the street money in cash to be like, oh, can you go in and buy these shoes up in size 3s, size 6s, like go get a job. There are many other things you can be doing in life than buying up all the shoes in a shop to resell. It's so annoying. And it's the same with concert tickets. Just let me have the tickets. I want to go. I want to go see Burna Boy and I want to be standing.
No, Samira, I'm so sorry because when the tickets dropped.
Yes.
When the tickets dropped.
I know. I know. I had priorities at the time.
Purchased 3 of them and I could have bought you one and you were like, yeah, I'll sort it. It's fine.
Yeah,
Tell me now.
Told me after the fact.
No.
It was.
No. I said like, I had just bought these tickets as in same day. I could have gone, let me go copy another one.
I didn't know it was same day. I didn't know it was same day. As in this was December and we are now in February. No, it was pre-December. It was definitely pre-December. It was because it was
my Christmas present I asked for.
Was it not your birthday present?
No, it was.
I think it was.
It was Christmas. It was Christmas. It was 100% Christmas. 100%. Because my sister gave me a Christmas card and wrote Burna Boy ticket in it.
Okay, so this definitely must have been like November though, because do you know why? Because I remember having the tab open, literally like payment tab, as in with standing tickets like ready for card details.
Yeah.
Had it open for at least 2 months. In fact,
how can you leave tickets for 2 months when you know the resellers are lurking?
When I tell you the tabs are still open, however the tickets are no longer there. But it was because, listen, November, December, Christmas is a hard time.
It is.
And I have a very large family and then there are other people you have to buy for. So I was like, I felt so guilty trying to drop £60 on myself. And I'm like,
Christmas is forgiving as well.
It's forgiving. So I was like, do you know what? It'll be there in January. But then I forgot that payday in January is end of January, basically February. So yeah, now that I have been paid, I went to look and... Yeah. What was £60 tickets? Actually, what's crazy is, so the standing tickets were £60. Now when I'm looking, most places are saying, oh, there's no more standing available. However, some places are being like, for the resale price of £300.
So we'll make room for £300. We will make room. It's not adding up. The math is not mathing. Either they're available or they're not available.
When I know how much it was originally, what makes you think you can sheg me of £60 6 times the amount. Like, it's not happening in this lifetime. It's not. It's not. And I hope all these resellers who have however amounts of like stock in their house, I hope the worth is dwindling. I hope it's dwindling. I hope the shoes that you bought and you bulk bought that's in your yard, I hope no one wants to wear those shoes ever again. Those shoes are 5-10 years ago shoes.
They deserve it.
They're using it as
because me, I would be wearing the trainers to this day, but they're just sat in your cupboard collecting dust. For why?
No, but in 10 years it's gonna be worth it. I don't have the time for that. I'm poor. We need money today.
No,
it's the prices today.
This happened to me with Telfar bags, right? Because they're a couple £100, and let me be honest, I was never gonna spend that on a bag. But whenever a new color drops, it's like a big moment. It's like, oh my God, this new color's coming out, you can buy it. And then they sell out really quickly, yeah? So I went to just have a look to see how long they would be online for. Yeah. They were gone in like an hour. And you know when you're in the queue and it's like, oh, just refresh and oh, you're nearly there. And then it sells out. Tell me why the next day I'm on Depop and someone is selling 25 of the bags for £450 when the bags themselves are £200. I said, that's just bad mind. What did we do? People were sat in their queues online trying to get their bags and you've now bought 25.
That's even worse because like with Telfar, that it's not every day that they're available. Like,
no, you have to wait for them to drop or for them to even announce the drop.
You literally have to wait, and it could be maybe one drop a month or one drop every 2 months, and each time it's a different color. So if you miss that, sis, you might be waiting 2 years, or that color wave just may never come back ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And someone had that many.
I said,
why? Why though?
Literally for what reason? But it's because they know they're so exclusive, people will buy them. But it's just cruel.
What I don't understand is if you are someone who has enough money to buy 20 designer handbags. So let's say they're £200 each, and there's 20 of those. That is what, 4,000? That's £4,000 you have sitting in your account to buy 20 bags that other people want. So that you can then double your money?
Yeah, it's not.
But you have 4K sitting in your account.
Yes, what's the problem?
You're good.
You're fine.
You're good.
What's the issue?
You are actually okay.
What's the problem? What is the problem? Just go and enjoy your 4K.
I don't
spend it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. What's the problem?
Go invest in stocks. Like, why are we taking tangible things away from people who want them?
Who want them?
Don't get it.
And who are waiting for them, and who deserve them. And who would appreciate them. Yeah. It's not okay.
I can't know when to get a Telfar, like literally, you need to follow them, you need to check the gram. You
need to sign up to their emails. You need to
sign up to the newsletters and make sure you're aware of when they're going to announce. And then the day they're going to, you set the time. With me, I was in a different time zone. I wasn't even in this, I was in another time zone. 2 time zones away. And I set that alarm. And I was like, yep, 15 minutes before, made sure, Wi-Fi connection was good, and I was sat there ready to go. Yeah,
you have to. You can't play games.
You can't play games. You can't even wait an hour. Don't even, if it's the next day, don't even bother. I promise you they're gone.
Yeah. They are. And this is why. Resellers.
In my head, I was prepared to spend like 185. I was like, cool, that's what the conversion is. And when I got to the checkout, it was like, oh, you're in the UK? Yeah, we need to slap on a custom charge.
Nah, bro.
$50 custom charge for that. And, shipping? Yep, that's an extra $50. So I ended up... We don't need to talk about how much I actually paid, but I have the bag.
It's a beautiful chocolate brown bag. It's stunning.
Brown bag, and I'm happy. I have one. That's probably all I'm going to get in this lifetime, but...
One is enough.
One is enough.
It's a beautiful colour. You did well. I'm proud of you. It sounds like it was an ordeal to get. So I'm happy for you.
But damn resellers, man. Just let people get what they want to get.
Yeah.
Let people go to the concerts they want to go to.
Please.
And also, if you're going to resell, like, the only time I've resold something is literally when I can't go to that event.
Yeah.
And in order to not lose the money I've already invested, I will even break even.
Yeah, literally.
I just want my money back.
I do. Sometimes I'll be like, knock off a tenner. Because I just want to get something back. Yeah.
Or if you make an extra £10-20, then look at you. I'm not trying to do up 400, fam.
No.
Come on. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Be a human being first,
Stop. Please. Stop. Please.
It's so sad.
Stop.
We deserve nice things.
And it's so many of them doing it. Like, at least if you're a successful reseller with a clientele, then I rate you. Like, that's a job. You're very skilled at what you do. These youths were like 14-year-old, 16-year-old triers. Just being like, oh yeah, I got a bit of pocket money. Let me just go buy up all of...
No, come on now. Come
stop.
on.
Just stop. Don't do it.
Don't. But also give us the tips on how you're managing to secure the tickets. Because me just trying to buy 2, I'm struggling. So how are you buying 40?
As in?
Because me, I can't get 1.
Nah, they must all be in a house, like Big Brother house, except it's like a reseller house. And they all collectively sit there with their laptops in sync. And then when there's a drop, they're like...
We're in.
I'm investing 2K. What are you putting in? 1K? Cool. You're going to make this much back.
Yeah. It's the only explanation for it. Because otherwise, how?
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand. I do not understand.
I'm very much over it.
I hate it here.
Another thing that has been happening is, do you know what I feel like? I feel like every week there's an award.
There's been a lot.
Doesn't it feel like that?
There's been a lot.
I feel like literally
I'm
every
just
week
seeing red carpets.
Red carpets.
And Amelia, the model,
premieres.
is hosting everything. And I'm like, how are there that many things
Absolutely
to be hosting?
everywhere. The amount of times I've seen Letitia Wright in a pantsuit, in a dress, red cut, like...
Yeah.
It's constant. It feels like what is a daily basis now. I'm like, damn, like how many award shows are there? How many films have been released?
Maybe they just squash them all into winter time because there's been a lot.
I don't know. I feel like I've seen BAFTA, NAACP, Emmys.
Yeah.
What else? Grammys.
Tony.
Music videos.
Listen,
Tony. All of them.
What's the MVAs?
MVAs, VMAs.
There's a British one. There's a
BAFTA.
Oh well.
No. Brits.
Mobos. That was it. That was the one.
So
that was the one.
The one that just happened, was that Mobos or Brits? Was that Mobos? As in, like, just in December. I know that I missed it, and then
I do not know.
In my mind, I thought that was the Brits because I remember it was like a music one and it's like British based.
Yeah.
And then come January, I was hearing, oh yeah, the Brits are coming up, and I was like, fam, were they not just last month? Like, did we not just? But I think it was the Mobos.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't. There was just a lot happening at the same time, and I couldn't really decipher which one was which. I was just like, oh yeah, you look nice. Oh, another red carpet. Oh, there's Amelia.
At this point, it's all just bundled in one. And for the host, these presenters who really just started from the bottom and now they're here.
Small chicken shop date, and now you're on the red carpet.
A chicken shop date that used to be with common rappers.
Yeah.
Who were on road.
Yeah.
And now we're doing Louis Theroux.
I said she has made it.
And Tinashe.
Yeah. I said how?
And Kalani.
Yeah. She has made it. She's made it.
Drake is got once Drake is on the show, it's done.
It's over, finished. It's done. Completed it.
That has been her goal since day one.
Yeah.
And
it will happen.
Every episode, it looks like we're closer to that happening.
It will happen, and
that'll be Dave.
She's had them all. She's had them all.
Yeah.
When I saw Kalani, I said, how?
Yeah.
How?
My drama, everyone.
All of them.
I said this to say, so yeah, we're back to Oscar season. And the nominations have been released, and again, unsurprisingly, it's very, very, very white.
Yeah, as always.
As absolutely always, without a single fail. Some exceptions who definitely deserve a shout out. Michelle Yeoh, who is nominated for the leading actress in Everything Everywhere All at Once. Just blooming fantastic. Like, watching that film, I didn't know up from down, left from right. I was like,
I still need to watch that.
I don't know where we are or how we got here, but like, it's so cool. Like, you have to pay attention.
Yeah,
it's not the kind of film that you can kind of fall asleep or drift off and kind of wake up and be like, oh yeah, no, I was focused. I know exactly where we are. No, because you'll blink and they're in a different dimension. They're in a different universe.
So you really have to focus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know how they started to film that or like where the concept or the idea came from, because it's so crazy and wild. I don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
Maybe the writers were just like tripping off of mushrooms or really high, because I don't know how you think of these things.
Can you give me a very, very simple, because I don't want too many spoilers.
I don't even know if I could spoil it if I tried.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a woman and a husband, and they own a laundry. Yeah, they own a laundromat. And they're struggling to pay bills, and they go to this place to, like, sort out their taxes. And while she's sitting there, her husband from a different dimension meets her in the lift and is like, oh, this is me from a different dimension. Something's happening. You need to come back to these dimensions and sort it out. And she's like, what? Like, what the heck? And he's like, yeah, you, like, press this earpiece to jump to this dimension, and we need you to help sort things out. So, yeah, it's like she just hops into another dimension where she meets herself, but in the next dimension, she's, like, completely different. Mad. And the entire world is completely different. And then in another dimension, she's, like, married to this other woman, and they have, like, sausage fingers, like, they have sausage limbs.
When you say sausage fingers,
and then they jump into another dimension. It's just
it sounds a bit chaotic.
It's very chaotic.
I'm not gonna lie.
There's another person who's, like, trying to ruin and end everything, and they're trying to stop her and hopping from different.
Oh Lord!
But it's great, and Michelle Yeoh is absolutely fantastic. Like, she's in it, and I think also Jamie Lee Curtis, who we just absolutely
queen.
We've spoken about Jamie Lee Curtis.
OG Nepo baby, our fave, the one and only.
Literally the best. Is nominated as a supporting actress for everything.
Is she in that?
At once, yeah.
Wow.
And
the more you know.
I can't remember which award show it was. It might have been the Emmys. One of the ones that just happened, because there's so many.
Yeah.
But Michelle Yeoh won leading actress, and
Jamie
Lee Curtis was there, and she had, like,
the
t-shirt with Michelle Yeoh's face on it, which I'm just like, you're the best.
And she was just so happy for her. Like, you could feel the happiness through the screen.
Honestly,
proper cheerleader. Happy. She's just good vibes, Jamie.
Fantastic vibes.
What a queen.
Also, we need to shout out Angela Bassett, which we've done multiple times. She's been nominated for supporting actress Black Panther. Which, again, she didn't need to die. Like, again.
What was the reason? Like, we were already mourning.
What was the reason?
But, like, the whole film was about grief. So we were also grieving in our seats. And then you also had to knock us when we were already down.
Again, you said we will grieve more.
And it wasn't even necessary for the plot. The plot could have continued. Shuri could have risen up and done her thing. And Angela could have taken a step back and gone, do you know what? Listen, I don't want to be queen anymore. We could have found a way.
Yeah.
We could have found a way.
We always ask ourselves how villains become villains and superheroes. Why is their backstory that their parents always die? Like, can we change that?
Yeah.
Can we?
Why? There are other ways.
Like, Batman, orphan. Now, Black Panther,
orphan.
Just
let's be creative.
Bambi.
Just there are other ways. There are other ways.
No, Angela Bassett absolutely killed it, and I need more than a nomination. I need a win.
Yeah, she has to win.
I need a win, because more than deserved. More than deserved.
Yeah.
She is putting the work over decades.
Like, the pain that I could feel through the screen when she would.
Her credit list is like.
Yeah,
long,
queen.
Long.
She deserves it.
Absolutely,
she really does.
100%.
And speaking of Black Panther, Thames has also been nominated for her work on Lift Me Up, which makes sense, because when I first heard the song and everyone was like, Rihanna, I said, no, but I hear my good sis Thames. I hate the riffs.
Correct.
I said, I can hear my good sis Thames. And it's also very exciting because she's the first Nigerian artist nominated at the Oscars. It shouldn't have taken this long, but do you know what? If it's going to be anyone, it should be Thames.
Correct.
She is killing it.
Absolutely,
she's killing it.
So deserved.
Yeah.
So deserved.
She also needs to win. I don't even know who else is in the category, but she needs to win it.
Who do I need to speak to? Because no one else is touching that. Also,
I feel like we should have Can I not vote?
This is what
Why don't I get to vote? Because we also watch the films.
Who is on the panel? But also, one thing I find really, really annoying about the Oscars and a lot of these award shows is that the films that are up for nomination are rarely ever out to the public at the time that the awards are being won. So, if anything, I think that skewers like the blockbuster release and how many people go to see it. Because if I know that this film has already won an Oscar, a BAFTA, this, that, and the other, of course I'm going to go see it. I'm like, I want to go see the show that's won. Like, if everyone else, if this panel of mystical people, I don't know who they are, think it's so great, I want to go see that. The ones that don't even make it, you're like, well, if they were any good, they would have been nominated.
Yeah, it's so true.
So,
which is really sad.
yeah, like I know things get released in the US earlier than they do here, but films like The Whale, which isn't even out yet, but I've heard like what's his name? Brendan. Oh, what's his name? Is it Brendan Wright? I can't remember his surname, but the guy who was like the main actor in it got like a standing ovation from the first time it was screened or at like one of the award shows, and it's like standing ovation.
Yeah.
Film isn't even out until like this week.
That's mad. It's so true. It's such a good point, because now you're like, well, I've got a standing ovation, have to go see it.
Yeah. The only time I think it was available to see, at least as far as I know, was like at the London Film Festival, which was way back in October. But again, like I can't see every single film there because it's like across 2 weeks and the screen every single day, so you kind of have to pick and choose.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do find it weird that it's always like so premature before an actual release that they're then deciding what the best film is of the year.
I feel like let the film drop, let it simmer, let people have their reactions to it, and then have the Oscars. You know? I also think for 1 year it'd be really nice to just switch it up and just let the people vote and just see like if it's the same sort of answers or results. You know?
Exactly.
You know?
Because then it's more grounded in literally cinema goers and people who are watching it, not just... Again, I don't even know who sits on these boards, but I assume they must be like big time Hollywood hotshots, producers,
all the Nepo babies.
All the Nepo babies. But I also presume that it's very, very white too, which again skewers which films are nominated, because even looking at the nominations, it's a lot of Elvis in every single category. It's a lot of The Whale, which I'm sure is really good, and I am actually seeing it. It's a lot of Living, which again is an old white man who is dying. There's a whole film about him.
Whole movie.
Living.
Well,
even though he's dying.
Even though he's crazy. Madness.
Yeah, Elvis, I've heard, I haven't seen it, but that in itself has...
It's really shaking things up. People are loving that movie. People are loving the movie.
But I've also heard of like a certain scene where it's... Yeah. You know the one.
Yeah, I know that one.
You know the one.
I think it's time to just mix things up, because we've been there, we've done it this way. Let's mix things up.
You know when you just like, again, I know these actors and actresses are so great and they must be to be nominated every single year, but like, does it need to be every single year? Does it need to be every single movie they make? We've got to throw them up there because it's Kate Blanchett, because it's this person, because it's that person.
Yeah. Mix it up.
And that is not to take away from their talent or their skill. Like, I have so much respect for these people, but again, it would be nice to see like new talent coming up, which to say that like Paul Mescal, who has been nominated for Best Leading Actor, I don't know if you ever watched what was the show called? I can't remember what the show was called that he had on BBC, which was like his debut thing. It was like an Irish show. The name will come to me, but he did After Sun, which is such a great film. I don't know if you've seen it or heard of it, but like it's literally just like him and the other lead actress who's called Frankie, who plays like an 11-year-old, and he's like a really young dad. And he hasn't seen her in quite a while, and they're in, I want to say, Turkey on holiday, and it's literally just the two of them, and he's like trying to reconnect with her, and you find out that he's kind of like going through depression, but it's shot so beautifully, and it's like really nostalgic of like Brits abroad going on holiday. You know, if you've ever been to like Butlins or Haven, and you meet like other kids who are from the UK, and like playing at the arcade, all that kind of stuff. It's like really beautifully shot. And considering it's pretty much just the two actors, it's like it's all performance based. It's not like distracting camera angles and this. It's literally like all performance.
That
and you're
so good.
there with them, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
The show is called Normal People.
Oh, haven't seen it.
Which you should.
But I've heard of it. I know what you're. Yeah.
From that show, his chain got its own Instagram. I don't know. If you
love that,
watch Normal People, and you'll understand.
People, no, okay, no, this is ringing a bell because people were thirsting over him in the chain.
Yes.
It's ringing a bell now. Yeah. Okay, cool.
That guy.
This makes sense. Sense.
Yeah, so I'm happy for him, and it is always nice to see like new faces being nominated for those things, but we need to do more.
Yeah, we do. We really,
We need
it's
to
just,
push
it's
it further.
2023, guys. There's so much more we can do. There's so many more people we can see who are so talented.
Yeah,
Yeah, we need some more diversity. We really do.
100%.
Also, something else we have to just touch on before we wrap up is Love Island, but specifically the Love Island men, because it's making me lose faith in men themselves. Can we talk about Mr. Tom? And you know what? Let's go back to the episode. Let's go back to the episode where Tom decides to kiss, what's even her name? Ellie? Ella?
Yeah.
Ellie. New girl Ellie. Tom decides to kiss Ellie. Bearing in mind, same day he's gone and told Olivia that he wants to give things another go.
Yeah.
Put more time and energy into her.
Yeah.
Why is he kissing Ellie?
Well, no, but let's even rewind to when he was with Zara, because let's not forget.
But that's a whole situation.
Let's not forget that you pursued Zara and you were like, do you know what? I see things working better with you on the outside than I do Olivia. I have more fun with you. I like your personality, this, that, and the other. When it came to a game,
I forgot about the game.
pick someone's face, pick someone's body, pick someone's personality. The girl who you are coupled up with, who you say you like so much, and there is no reason for her to worry, you went and said Olivia's face, Zara's body, Lana's personality. And then when she got pissed and when she got mad, he was like, fam, it's just like,
She's
what
a
are you
game.
mad
Chill
about?
out. What's the problem? Don't understand. Body. So you see her as a piece of meat.
Like, of those three options,
That was the worst one.
That was the worst one.
Yeah.
That
is
was the
so
worst
bad.
one.
That is so...
Because you don't like her face. You prefer the other girl's face, who you say, I don't need to worry about. You prefer her face. You prefer talking, and this is what you look at. Or what you want to look at when you're speaking to me. And then my personality isn't even doing... I am inside. It's purely the body.
Bearing in mind they're there for love. They're there for meaningful love. And he's like, I just see you as a body.
Which he keeps saying he wants. But then, the fact that he didn't understand why she was mad. And then he kept being like, it's just a game. I don't owe anyone any loyalties. No one's my girlfriend, this, that. But
he just has no emotional intelligence.
Respect you have, especially when that's the girl you're coupled up with.
Yeah.
You know she has feelings. You've already hurt another girl's feelings before, and you're like, I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna be better. And then you go and do that, and then you don't realize.
Yeah. No, he has no emotional intelligence. It's so bad. And what's annoying is when he's clearly upset a girl or upset a woman, he doesn't even think, oh, okay, I didn't realize my actions would have this effect. Let me rethink things, or let me at least apologize for hurting them. He's just like, I didn't do anything wrong. Why are you upset? It was a game.
He's just like, I never want to make you upset, and then he does another thing to upset them.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not learning here.
We're not at all.
We're not. Telling Zara you were for Zara, done with Liv, but you might still chat to her, but like you're for Zara.
Yeah.
And then you go chat to Liv and you tell Liv other things. And it was weird though, because he'd say to Zara like, oh yeah, your personality's so much better. We'd work more on the outside. And then he was like, oh, but to Olivia, he'd be like, oh, we've got something, like, we've got a bit of history there, this, that, and the other. I'm obviously very attracted to you. But then he'd also say things to her like, I want to see your funny side. I want to see the side of you that opens up.
If someone said that
to you, I want to see. So what do you like her for?
Yeah,
just the face then?
Yeah, literally. If someone said to me, I think you need to be more fun, I want to see your fun, so I'd be like, we're done. What more is there to see?
I want to see a bit more banter from you. I want
to
see you
also, what is he bringing to the table? What is he actually bringing to the table
just
when we think about it?
Point.
That's it,
and
just a
the
6'2".
Deep stares into the eyes.
Yeah.
That seems to make
it's
women
so bad,
fall at their feet.
It's so bad.
Because in the however many weeks it's been, I have learnt nothing about this guy except that he stares into your soul and then people just fall at his feet and want to start making out with him, and he's tall. Literally
so
that.
Yeah.
Literally those two things.
But to even say to Liv, I want to spend more time with you, I want to get to know you, and then to go and kiss Ellie, and then to be like, oh no, it's just friends. It's just on a friendship thing. I don't even see things like that with Ellie. You're not even going to tell Ellie that. You're not going to tell Ellie that. You're not going to tell Ellie that.
You haven't told Ellie that.
Meanwhile, Liv's thinking, oh yeah, me and Tom are going to give it another go, and he's been lip-syncing someone else.
Yeah, and they even had a conversation. Yeah, actions speak louder than words. He's like, yeah.
Meanwhile, he's directing Liv to be more fun.
Liv is here being like, yeah, we're going to give it another go. Tom tells me he wants to give it another go. And they were smart with how they...
Yeah.
They knew what they're doing. Because down here, Liv was like, oh yeah, me and Tom have had a chat, feeling very optimistic. Meanwhile, upstairs, he's there, lips in Ellie on the terrace. And he knows every time Ellie takes him to the terrace is to flirt and to this. Yet you're still feeding into it.
Yeah.
But then you're going over and telling the man, like, oh no, I don't really see anything to it. Like, she's a bit of a flirt, but that's it. You haven't told Ellie that. So of course, she's still going to keep flirting with you because she likes you.
Yeah.
Zara likes you, part her off. Olivia likes you, keep saying you like her, but have done absolutely nothing to move that forward. And then Sammy, the new girl's come in and you think you like her as well. Like,
it's enough. He should be on Too Hot to Handle.
He's on the wrong show.
He's on the wrong show. He's not here for love and meaningful connections.
Because he keeps saying, like, obviously, I'm here to meet someone to settle down. You are doing the opposite.
Yeah.
He's moving as if he's, like, in a nightclub in, like, Manchester, and he's just seeing how many girls he can lips.
Yeah.
Or how many numbers he can get on a night out.
So
That's how he's acting. And then to use that excuse where it's like, I don't owe anyone any loyalties, like, no one's my girlfriend. In there, if anything, it's like a vacuum. So everything happens a lot quicker and a lot sooner because you're living with these people. Like, you're far more intimate way quicker. Like, you don't have other distractions. So if anything, like, things do move faster. And for him to keep using that excuse, like, you don't owe anyone loyalties. Yes, you do, because it's real people's feelings you're playing with.
Exactly. You do. And I think what's really irritating is for him to kiss Ellie, and then the boys asked him about it, and they were like, "Oh, did you kiss? And he was like, no, we were just flirting. For him to lie to the boys about it means he knows he's done something wrong. For him to not tell Liv means he knows he's done something wrong. It's like he knows what he's doing. He just doesn't care enough to do the right thing.
See, that bit, I didn't know if it was because Ellie said, let's keep it a secret. And again, we know when these things happen on the terrace that, like, the moment you tell one person, you might as well tell the entire villa.
Yeah.
And Ellie knew what she was doing telling Will.
Yeah,
because she wanted that to get out, and she wanted people to know, like, yeah, because I guess if she really thought that Tom was feeling her as well, like, she wants to show that, oh, we've actually shared a kiss, so maybe this is something that could be moving forward. Everyone else is like, none of them should ever try acting a day in their life, because after she told Will went over to Tanya, Shaq, and Jesse.
He didn't even tell one person. He told 3.
He consolidated. He said, "Come. I just need to get this off my chest. Like, it's really been weighing me down, like, emotionally. But Ellie kissed someone's hands." And then Tanya ran over to Zara. She was like, "No, don't make a deal about it. But I need to share it with someone because it's really weighing me." Ellie kissed someone's hands.
No.
And everyone acting as if it was such a burden to carry this information that they just had to offload it. And
no, but it's the fact that Tanya said to Zara, "Please keep this a secret. Please don't tell anyone. Please, because I'll get into it. You have to keep this to yourself." And Zara was like, "I'm a great secret keeper. I've been keeping all secrets in here. Don't you have to worry about me."
"I'm keeping all secrets but that one."
Yeah.
She said, "Karma."
It was the speed at which she went, "I'm telling Liv." It was the speed. How can I stay on this bad boy piece of information? I said, "Zara, you've won. Take the crown."
She didn't even, like, think about it.
No hesitation.
It was instant.
And she dragged Tanya's hand. She dragged.
Open that door. Livia. And Livia was like, "What?"
It's like, "Livia needs to speak to you now." Okay, let's calm down.
Yeah,
Let's calm down.
She said, "I will narrate the downfall of yourself and Tom. Remember when I was telling you before? When I was with that man, you didn't want to give me any peace? Yeah. Let me see if you'll see."
No, but you can tell she took pride in telling. She took
every
pride.
second,
She was like, "It's going to be me. It's going to hear it from my mouth." I love Zara. I love her so much.
But when it happened, like, I really thought Olivia would go over there and, like, give Tom all the vim that was necessary. And she didn't. She
was just like, "I'm just upset and I don't really..." It was all quite whiny. There was no...
Very whiny.
There was no anger.
And she seemed more hurt by the fact that Tom hadn't tried to kiss her.
Yeah.
Than the fact that he'd been making out with someone else, Ellie, whilst also saying he wants to get to know you more, and then he's also chatting to this person. That, like, she wasn't concerned about the fact he was feeding her lies, but it's also like, "Oh, I'm the one you're supposed to like and you haven't even tried to kiss me." It was giving pick me behaviour.
It was.
And then the next day for her to still be all buddy cool.
They even hugged.
It's like,
why? He's treated you so badly.
He can do absolutely anything, and you just want him.
But I just stand by the quote that when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Believe them the first time. Don't wait for them to treat you badly 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why? He's already treated you so badly so many times. You've been there for, what, 2 weeks?
You saw what it was like with Zara even, and you were on the other side, so she was enjoying it. Now you're on the flip side.
Yeah.
How's it looking?
And you even said to Tom, "I will only give you another shot if you put in time and effort." And he's gone and kissed Ellie on the terrace and he hasn't told you about it. Like, it's enough now. Dead it. End it.
Boss also wanted to chat to Sammy still, and again, the fact that he doesn't feel as if he owes anyone anything.
That's the thing.
Doesn't feel as if he's done anything wrong.
Yeah, if there's remorse or regret, you can go, okay, he understands, it won't happen again, but he doesn't think he's done anything wrong. He's like,
the vim that Olivia should have taken to Tom is what Shaq gave us. And we thank goodness for Shaq, because all the other men in here were being like, no, he's done nothing wrong. Do you know what? Like, I don't love her. Even Ron with Lan. We'll get to Ron. I don't love her. She's not my girlfriend. It's fine.
We're basically just texting, so...
This is just a texting stage, you know? Like, I need to... Like, Sammy, she's my type on the outside, so I need to chat to her to know that I want you, Lana. All of this. And Shaq was there, and he just broke it down. And again, he wasn't even doing the picking sides. He says, you haven't done anything wrong, but he was like, look at it from their perspective.
Yeah.
Zara, you dumped off Zara because you wanted to get to know Olivia. You've been saying you want to get to know Olivia. You lips in Ellie. Ellie likes you, but you're telling the rest of the guys that she's just a flirt and you don't like Ellie. You only see it as friends, but you're not telling Ellie. Sammy's come in, you want to speak to Sammy. He was like, look at it from their perspective.
Yeah.
You look mad.
You do. Been a busy boy.
You look mad.
Yes.
And they're like, you're not practicing what you preach. You're saying you've come here for love, but like, they have feelings.
Yeah.
They are real people. They're human beings. So saying I don't owe anyone loyalty, it's like, you have to act accordingly.
You do.
And he was like, you don't know the full story. I don't have to explain myself to you. But he was like, bro, you're fucked up.
Yeah, and he's had people in tears, and I think that's what he doesn't understand. His actions have repercussions. People are actually getting hurt.
Yeah.
And people are wearing their heart on their sleeve, going in there looking for genuine connections. And he's just like, running around the villa, getting with everyone.
I don't
understand.
Like,
what are you doing?
Someone really needs to explain to me what he's giving, because all I'm seeing is a lot of staring and like two chats.
It's giving Adam Collard.
It's
round
giving
2.
Adam Collard. Like,
Yeah.
I don't see him actually talking or having bants or jokes. Or it's just, I'm going to stare at you and be shirtless and just be tall.
That's literally his whole
And that's
personality. That's it. And everyone's falling at his feet. I don't understand.
I don't get it.
Don't
but
understand.
Please stop pandering to it. But thank you for Shaq, because he was saying like everything that needed to be said from Liv and from the... He said it.
Yeah, he did.
Said it
and
all.
so
He explained
eloquently,
it
perfectly. He broke it
Understood.
down.
He said this is their perspective as a guy. Like
He said point, evident, explanation.
yes, Shaq.
I love him. I love him. He's fantastic.
I was worried that there'd be a downfall, but he's only going up.
He is.
He's only going up. And I was like, you tell them.
Yeah.
Tell them.
As for Ron, what's wrong with him? Because Lana she's a wonderful girl. She's a wonderful girl. And he's doing the same thing where he's leading her on so much. Like from the very start, he's been like, oh, we get on so well. I can see us working on the outside. I'm so happy with you. You're so beautiful. Every single bombshell that has come in, Ron does a 180. Oh, do you know what? I just need to go and get to know her just to make sure that what we have is great. Because we need tests for me to know that my feelings are true. We need to be tested.
Like he's
so that
really
I can confirm that I actually like you.
trying to convince himself and
Yeah.
Lana of it. And it's weird because he'll try it and then he'll be like, yeah, all the bombshells that come in, no one has touched you yet. Another bombshell comes in. Yeah, so yeah, you're on the outside, you're my type, you know, and I need to get to know her to know that what we have is good. Meanwhile, Lana is just sat there on the side like, do you realise that they haven't been recoupled up yet?
Yeah.
They haven't. And you need to wonder why. At first time I was like, do you know what? It was just bad luck. Twice?
Yeah.
And now what seems to be third time coming?
No, but it was when Ellie came in. It was when Ellie came in and he said to Lana, I'm not even going to give it the time of day. I'm just going to end things now. I'm going to end things now. Because Ellie recoupled with Ron. I think it was that. I think Ellie picked Ron.
Yes.
And he was like, Lana, don't worry. I'm not going to make the same mistake I did before. I'm just going to invest all my time into you. I'm going to dead things now.
And what did Lana say? Lana said, don't tell me you're going to do anything that you're not going to do. She said, don't tell me that to get my feelings. Come tell me after you've done it. No, I'm going to dead it, I swear. Goes over to Ellie. Yeah, do you know what? I have to give you the time of day. Like, we're coupled up. You seem like a nice girl. I have to give you the time of day. Like, it is like, you know, people are coming in. People are going to be coming in. If we think, you know, we're going to be solid from the start, it's not going to happen. So we've got to test the waters. We've got to get to know
we're not
everyone.
exclusive. We're not in a relationship. So I have every right to get to know you.
And then went back to Lana and was like, yeah, so I told Ellie I'm going to give it the time of day. Fam, that's not what you told me. I told you not to tell me that because I knew you weren't going to do it. And lo and behold, you haven't done it.
He had one
and
job.
Even Shaq pulled him up on it. Like, bro.
It was the fact that it was his idea. It was his idea to say, I'm going to end things. I'm not even going to start things. It was the fact that it was his idea. He planted that seed and she was like, oh my God, he must really like me because he's not even going to give it the time of day. You planted that seed and then you said, actually, scratch that. I'm going to get to know her.
I don't understand, but Lana should have left his ass a very long time ago because of course he's going to keep doing it because if he's done it once, twice, and she's still allowing him to come back, she's still doing hugs, kisses. Yeah. comforting, and she's still giving him all the things that he wants while still being able to go and get to know other girls. Like, why would he change?
Yeah. But I just don't think he likes her. I just don't think he does. Like, if every single girl that's come in, he's given the time of day, I don't think he likes her.
I think he finds her sweet and maybe like more long-termy, because even Lana has said that she's like a one guy type of girl. So maybe he likes the stability of her.
Yeah, I think there's a comfort and like a safety that he loves.
And a safety, because again, I know we only see like a small snippet of everything, but I haven't actually seen them share like banter or just, like,
or fun.
Yeah, or fun moments.
That's what it is.
And it's weird because when Ellie came in, she was like, "Oh, he needs someone who can like give it to him." Like, it was lacking a spark.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of so I don't know if he's just bored, but like every other girl that comes in, there's this excitement about it. And with boys, they like things that are shiny and new.
That's the thing.
So maybe it's that, but like she needs to get her head out her ass and just start moving and being here for herself instead of waiting on Ron. Because
for him to even do this again with Sammy and risk losing Lana forever.
It was when he went to Lana and he said, "So on the outside, she is my type. She's exactly what I go for. She's brunette,
tans.
She's tan. Her personality, her humour's there." Meanwhile, Lana is sat there like this. Her blonde, pale self, her non-brunette, non-tan self sitting there like this. Whilst the boy that supposedly likes you and wants to couple up with you is telling you that his type to a T. And he's telling everyone else.
No, it's the fact that he was also like, well, no, you're just as pretty as her. You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't. And in the same breath, he'll be like, but you know what we have is still great, and I really believe that we will be end game. But I still have to go out. I still have to venture out and see what Sammy is bringing. It doesn't make sense.
The thing. I think he sees Lana as the end point.
Yeah.
But he still wants to play with all these things before he gets to the end point.
So he gets to rule everything else out to know that Lana is the one.
He said, "I have to rule out every single in here." But like in terms of bombshelling, Sammy is really bombshell.
Drop the bomb. Nuclear weapon.
I've never seen this before, where literally a bombshell walks in and literally every single person is on her immediately. Like, all the boys were rattled. Every single one of them. The ones that said, "Yeah, no, Danielle, she seems like a great family person. Yeah, she seems really, really nice." Flip 2. Yeah. 2 days. Nah, you're too aggressive. She's too this. She's too that.
I'm the only one that can handle her anyway. So where was this? Where was this 48 hours ago? Where was this?
Wow.
Where was this hiding?
Even the girls love her.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Bombshell, really bombshelling.
Yeah, well done, Love Island producers. And if you want to share your thoughts on the episode, use the hashtag BlackBrokenBrilliant on Twitter or message us on our Insta page. You know what to do.
Like, subscribe, follow us on all platforms, including YouTube. And remember to hit the bell in order to get notifications. Share this podcast with your friends, your family, your Twitter faves, and all the resellers.
We'll be back next Thursday. I've been Ivy.
I've been Samiracle. Thanks for listening.